Hello again, everybody. Don Eastep with Bill Crook, Dale Johnson, and Fred Hall. Tonight we're at Wayne County High School, where the Corbin Redhounds, after a week off, are coming back into football action. Tonight it's a district game, a very important game. The Hounds are 3-1. Wayne County, surprisingly, 4-1. A team that had lost 19 straight games over a period of a couple of years, and now they're 4-1. And they have one of the more promising backs in the state of Kentucky. Bill, we could be in for a tussle tonight.
Well, you never know, Don. They're a small county school, but they've got a lot of kids out for football this year, and they've got one of the state's top running backs, and this Sam Blanchard. He leads the state in rushing. Last week he had 303 yards and scored 5 touchdowns.
So that's what we're going to have to defend against tonight. The Redhounds, after having a week off, though, have had that extra time to prepare for this game.
Well, sure, I'm positive that after talking with Coach Adams a while ago that physically we're probably in about the best shape that we've been in a while. I believe Van Hoover's going to be playing tonight, and everybody seems to be in pretty good shape. So I expect that the week off really helped us.
But momentum was a part of what we were doing. Would we possibly have lost some momentum?
Well, that's always a possibility, that you might get rusty or that things might not continue in the good manner that they have been. But I expect that we'll come out and play good football tonight. We practice very hard. Coach Adams takes no prisoners in practice, and I believe that as long as we practice like that we're not going to get too rusty.
So Wayne County 4-1, Corbin 3-1. That's the way we shape up tonight, a big district game here on Channel 11, Southern Cablevision. We invite you to stay tuned for Corbin Redhound football, as we'll be back with the kickoff in just one moment. Taking on Wayne County tonight, Corbin this year has scored 66 points while limiting their opponents to 26. And Bill, one of the big things about that is Corbin has not allowed an opponent to score in the first half.
That's great, too, Don. You know, that takes away a lot of momentum, and they go into the second half with a great deal of doubts. And if you notice, they've only scored 7 points on us in the third quarter.
In rushing this year, it's quite surprising, but I guess because of the last game in which Toby Stevens had the flu and couldn't really participate from that position, Mel Chandler is the leading rusher with 262 yards on 43 carries.
Well, Mel's been somewhat of a workhorse for us. He's a junior, but he takes on the role of a senior. He has really carried the ball for us a lot, and he's done a great deal of good running behind good blocking.
But Stevens has been a workhorse, especially in those first 3 ball games. He's carried the ball 58 times more than anybody else for 223 yards, just about 40 yards less than that of Chandler. Sadler has looked good. A lot of times you'll see the minus back there by a quarterback. He's carried it 37 times for 109 yards. He's been a plus quarterback.
No question about it, and Luke has been a leader for us. I think probably that is as big a factor as anything.
So that's the way the Redhounds stack up as far as the rushing game is concerned. Here's the way they'll go tonight. It'll be Luke Sadler at the quarterback position, a 6'3", 162-pound junior. At fullback is Mel Chandler, a 5'7", 173-pound junior. At a halfback will be Dwayne Steely, a 5'11", 170-pound senior. Toby Stevens will play the tailback position. He's 6 feet even, weighs 200 pounds. He's a junior. At a tackle position will be Brian Hinkle, 6'4", 238-pound senior. At the other tackle will be Norman Mims. Mims is 6'1", a 193-pound junior. At a guard, we'll have John Barnett. He's a 5'11", 193-pound junior. The other guard position will be Will Sears. Sears is a 5'9", 194-pound senior. At center for Corbin is Brian Metzger. Metzger is a 5'9", 210-pound senior. At the end positions tonight, we'll have Corey Reeves, 6'2", 196-pound freshman, along with Jeff Barnett, a 5'8", 164-pound senior. That's the way the Redhounds will line up tonight offensively.
You know, Don, I was speaking with Coach Adams before the game, and he was very impressed with the play of some of his offensive linemen. He spoke highly of Norman Mims and of Brian Metzger in particular, and what a job they've done on a consistent basis for him. I think he's real high on his offensive line.
Representing the Redhounds at midfield, number 7.
We're just about ready for the toss of the coin tonight. Kelly Ferris, along with Jeff Barnett, will be representing the Corbin Redhounds. And for the Cardinals of Wayne County, it will be their star Sam Blanchard, number 42, along with William Richardson, a 235-pound senior. So the Cardinals will be in their red jerseys tonight. Corbin will be in the white as we get set for this district game. Quite surprising as far as Corbin is concerned this year. The leader in touchdowns is not a starter. As far as the offensive backfield is concerned, he's a starter defensively, but Greg Foley has scored 3 touchdowns. That's 2 more than anybody else.
Well, not only has he scored those touchdowns, Don, but he's a lead blocker when he's back in that backfield at his fullback position, and he creates touchdowns for the other kids too. And this plays a big role in Corbin's offense, is their ability to block and have a lead blocker like Greg Foley. He's quite a player.
We've just seen Corbin 4 out of 5 times this year win the toss, and the Red Hounds will receive to start our football game here tonight. Brian Metzger, 3 for 3 in field goals against Lexington Lafayette. That was very impressive in our last outing.
Don, I don't know, when you go back into the years of Sam Brazel, I'm sure that there have been some field goals kicked along the lines, and maybe as many as 3 in a game. But I don't ever recall a Corbin football player kicking 3 field goals in one game.
Interceptions defensively, Foley and Seeley have 2 apiece this year, and that defensive secondary doing a good job.
No question about it. And I'll tell you, Dwayne Steele has really had a good beginning to his senior year. He's been extremely impressive. He's hard-nosed. He's an excellent pass receiver with great concentration. He's had a good year.
Passing for Corbin? Well, the Red Hounds have attempted 28 and hit on 15 for 209 yards. Not a lot of passing, but what they've done has been very good.
Very effective, and of course they've got some excellent receivers. The freshman Corey Reeves just continues to impress me, and I believe that one day this young man is going to be a fine college prospect. His awareness of what's going on and his ability to watch the ball in, along with that of Dwayne Steele and some of the other receivers, has been very effective in their passing game.
Corbin, as I said, has won the toss. He elected to receive the Red Hounds in those white jerseys out there tonight. Deep for Corbin will be Mel Chandler. Mel's not paying a lot of respect to this kicker, though. He's up to the 10-yard line.
Well, he may drift on back when the man comes toward the ball. I don't know. Of course, I'm sure Corbin scouted him and know a little bit about what kind of a kicking game they have.
Off to Mel's right will be number 40, that's Steele, and to the left will be Brent Jackson, number 5. Brent gets in there on those kickoffs. One of these days, he's going to excite the fans because he's very good when he gets out in that open field.
He's a real jitterbug, and Brent comes from a good football tradition with the Jackson family, and I'm sure he's going to have a good career. They may be able to play a little bit better if they had a football.
I hadn't noticed. I wondered what the palms up sign was. We don't have a football. All right, here we go. That's a Johnny Unitas special. Did you see that name on it? Is it span? Okay. Nevertheless, Wayne County will be kicking off. Not as big a crowd here tonight as I thought there might be. It's hard to tell who's from Corbin because everybody here wears red.
Yeah, but I think across the way we've got the Corbin fans, and it looks like we might have a little bit better contingent than we had at the Lafayette field. But once again, that Lafayette Stadium was so large that it didn't really give you a true idea of how many fans were there.
Right. Ready to go after a week off. The Red Hounds of Corbin, one of the top-ranked teams in AA football in the state. Ready to kick the football will be Jim Daniels, a 215-pound senior. This team, Wayne County, shows some size. And here's the kick. It's going off to the left with Steele. What a catch at the 5-yard line. He turns at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Steele up that right side, 25-30. Steele is hit once, twice, 3 times as he'll go down at the 34-yard line, but a super return by Dwayne Steele.
Super return and a great catch of the football. It's untelling how much yardage it meant to him to be able to catch that ball in the air.
Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, Corey Reeves caught an over-the-shoulder catch like that, turned it upfield, and got it going real good, and Steele has done it here tonight.
Oh, yeah, well, they're both excellent receivers, and I guess that's one of the reasons Coach Adam has them back there on the receiving team.
Matter of fact, he came to the 33-yard line last 2 weeks ago, and that's exactly where we have it right now at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, as the handoff is given to Toby Stevens, and Toby will get 3 yards to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're fired up. I mean, they're really giving some effort out there, Wayne County and Corbin. Some excellent blocking at that point. They didn't pick up a whole lot of yardage because the penetration by Wayne County was pretty tough, too.
Corbin will have it 2nd down and 7 for the 1st down now. Mel Chandler out of the lineup, and in to replace him now will be Foley at that fullback position. As Corbin lines up straight away in the backfield, Luke Sadler, the quarterback, goes under. Here's Sadler given to Stevens again. No running room. Boy, He looked in there, saw nothing, Bill, and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think that they realize that we're going to run at them a little bit in the beginning, and they're pretty well stacked up in there, and they're playing it pretty well. We didn't get them blocked real good either.
So now the coach is here for Wayne County on the press box with us. As we stand on top of this press box, say, watch the pass, and they just might do that here. Let's see what happens. As Foley remains in with Steely and Stevens in the backfield along with Luke Sadler. Here it goes, 3rd down and 7. No, the handoff is going to be given. Corbin will get only a yard out of Steely, or maybe 2 at the most.
Grigsby, I believe it was. Yeah. I'll tell you what, we're going to have to do a little bit better job blocking. This team is ready to play.
That probably is the best execution we've had against us this year on the first offensive series. The gain was good for 2 to the 38-yard line. So Wayne County will be getting the football.
This group is really fired up.
In punt formation will be Metzger. Wayne County has a single safety deep. That is James Sloan, a 150-pound sophomore. Metzger is standing back at his 26-yard line, and here's the kick out of there. It's angled off to the right, will hit and bounce at the 35-yard line. Takes a Corbin bounce across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line, where Wayne County will get the football.
I was just noticing, Don, it looks like they're platooning about 8 players, which indicates to you that they do have some depth.
So Wayne County really fired up at their defensive stance to start this football game tonight. We'll get the ball at their own 28-yard line.
It's a little untelling just about how good this team may have been for years gone by if Somerset had stayed out of this territory.
Wayne County now set with their quarterback, Mark Weaver, a 165-pound junior, wide out to the right side, and they'll give it right up the middle for good yardage to the 40-45 at midfield. To the 40 of Corbin, down to the 35-yard line goes Jim Daniels, the big fullback, 215-pound senior, and I believe everybody was looking for number 42, Blanchard. He didn't get the ball.
No question about it. Corbin was pointing for Blanchard. The ball goes to the big fullback, and he looked like he'd never been that open in his life.
Not a lot of speed, but he's taken it all the way down to the Corbin 35-yard line. That is a 32-yard run as they have it 1st and 10. Weaver will give it to him again, and this time he gets nothing, more like it.
Ryan Metzger met him head up right in the hole, and he's not going to make too much of a living up that middle.
Hey, they're getting a little rough in there. Notice all that extracurricular activity after the play.
I love it, Don. I think our team's as physical as anybody that we're going to go up against, and I think that's the kind of football we like to play.
Well, Weaver gets nothing on this one. Stopped at the 35-yard line. We've had a lot of teams so far this year on that first play of the ball game. Notice, get that long run.
Yeah,
Lafayette did it. The week before, Paris had done it. Here's the handoff to Blanchard for the first time. He's going to get 3 yards up the middle, and that's all.
Jody Botner was all over him. Corey Reeves all over him. Real good job in there.
Gets down to the 32-yard line, so Blanchard carries the ball for the first time tonight. He's the kid that's averaging 10 yards per carry. He's a 6', 185-pound senior. Matter of fact, he only got 2 yards. They have spotted the ball at the 33-yard line. Wide out to the right side is Thompson. Out of the I formation, Weaver back to throw. He looks over the middle. He throws incomplete. Intended that pass for Lance Turner, his junior end, but the pass was not well thrown.
It wasn't well thrown, and Greg Foley was all over the receiver. Put a good lick on him, and I'm sure he'll be looking for him the next time out.
So the Red Hounds really get tough after that first play. They have forced Wayne County to 4th down and 8 from the Corbin 33-yard line. They're going to be in punt formation. And to do the kicking will be John Jimmy Owens, a 6'2", 185 junior.
I'd be a little careful right here.
All right. He's standing at the 45-yard line. Hounds come after him, but he gets the kick out of there. It's a high one. Will it float into the end zone? Ooh, what a kick. It hits at the 1-yard line and bounces back upfield. Had the reverse English on it, came back upfield to about the 8-yard line. That was a super punt.
You don't suppose they've been practicing that, do you? Amazing.
He'd be a great golfer. Jim Owens has put Corbin deep in their own territory. Fred is keeping statistics on Blanchard here tonight. He just carried the ball 1 time for 2 yards. So we'll keep up with that young man who's averaging 10 yards per carry and has 900 yards already in 5 ball games. They say it's at the 7-yard line where Corbin will get the football. Sadler will give, and we got a hole up the middle across the 10 to the 12, and look how they just push that ball carrier along. I can't tell who it is, but I know there's a ball carrier in there. I believe it's Steely, right? No, it's Toby Stevens.
That looked like the flying wedge. He got in between about 4 blockers, and they pushed the entire middle of the Wayne County line back about 12, 13 yards.
That is super blocking. All he had to do is get in that wedge and come upfield. They have spotted the ball, what? At the 18-yard line, that's a gain of 11, and Corbin's first down of the ball game at the 18. Sadler this time will give it for a first down. Here comes Stevens. Oh, just tripped up as he comes across the 25 to the 30-yard line. He was off to the races.
One man, and you know, Brian Metzger from his center position was deep into the secondary throwing a block for him that time. Excellent job of Brian Metzger getting out there.
What a rebound here for Corbin now. They look like a different team on this series. Didn't get much done the first time, but they have the ball out to the 30. That's a 12-yard run, and another first down for Corbin, again by Toby Stevens. Here's the play now. 1st and 10 from the 30. Sadler will go back, hand it off. Stevens hard running. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but made it to almost the 35.
Yeah, Toby is a power runner, and he gets his yards the tough way, but he gets his yards.
Grigsby comes into the lineup for Corbin. He's number 30, and I've overlooked that number 30 a couple of times. I want to apologize for that. Last week, I didn't expect him to be in there, and he turned on that first play of the game for a long gainer. He's in there now, along with Mel Chandler and Dwayne Steely, as Toby Stevens has come off the football field. Corbin 2nd down and 6. Grigsby gets the ball. He runs hard, won't get too much yardage. Across the 35 to the 36.
You know, Don, I don't think that there's going to be too many of us forget Mervo Grigsby, because he's going to really make a name for himself the next couple of years. Tough, hard running back, long and lean, and runs with a strange run. I don't know. He's going to be tough for somebody to bring down.
He's a 6'1", 173-pound sophomore. He has taken the ball to the 36-yard line, where Corbin will have it 3rd down and 4 for the first down. Big play here. Out of the eye, strong to the right side. It's going to be Stevens, and Stevens falls in behind that blocking, but he did not get enough for the first down. Made it up to the 40. Needed about a half yard more for the first down.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting decision for Coach Adams. It looks to me, I really don't know what he's going to do here.
Well, it may be a little reluctant here early in the ball game with the way that Wayne County stopped us the first time. Maybe reluctant to go for it and instead put Metzger into punt formation. That's what's happening.
Well, I think it's an excellent decision. I believe that at this point in the game that's certainly what he ought to do.
Sloan will be back deep for Wayne County, standing at his 32 as Metzger's in punt formation. Just inside his own 30-yard line. A good snap from center, plenty of time. And here's the kick out of there. It's a good one. Sloan calls for the fair catch. He's fumbling that football, looking for it. It's on the ground. He's going for it and gets the football. Now, he was juggling it, and that gave Mel Chandler permission to come in and get him, and almost did.
That's true. That's true. He did give him an opportunity to hit him once he had touched the ball and lost possession momentarily there. He didn't have a real good grip on it, and I think that may keep us from being penalized.
Well, once again, Wayne County will be back at their 27-yard line. They started their first series at the 28. Now, did they throw a penalty marker down? He did not have possession of that ball. He was juggling it.
We have a personal foul against Wayne County, Don. And I believe this will give us a first down. It must have happened at the line of scrimmage.
Corbin has been a team that has not been penalized much this year. And I think that speaks well of the coaching staff, how they've prepared these kids this year.
Certainly it does, and I think that the well-coached teams don't have as many penalties. They work on timing, and you know, they asked Coach Fee at Lafayette how he felt about his team's execution a couple of weeks ago when they had all those offside penalties and motion penalties, and he said he was in favor of their execution. So I don't know.
The penalty has moved the ball all the way to the Wayne County 45-yard line, where Corbin has just picked up their 3rd first down, and this keeps this drive alive. So down at the 45 of Wayne County, 1st and 10, backfield straight away. Sadler on the roll. Uh-oh, in trouble. Pitches back. Steely will be hit back at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they're really putting the defense to us, and I think we're going to have to respond maybe in a little bit different offensive type pattern than what we're doing right now.
I can tell you this is a better Wayne County team than we saw over here in '84, no doubt about that.
I don't know that Wayne County has ever had a better football team than what they've got on the field this evening.
Well, they came off of a 19-game losing streak to post a 4-1 record thus far this year. It'll be 2nd down and 13 for Corbin at the Wayne County 48. Sadler back to throw for the first time tonight. Sadler looks, he's got Reeves. Reeves can't hold on. That would have been a long gainer, and the ball was right on the numbers. He juggled it just a bit at the 30-yard line and could not hold on.
Well, Corey has got a bad hand, and I think that might have contributed to it to some degree. I noticed he just jerked the tape off and threw it over to the side. He is a real tough hombre, this kid is.
The ball is now spotted 49, so we lose a yard on that incompletion.
I'd go right back to Corey. I can't think of a better place to go.
All right, well, I was listening at that announcement. The chain crew has too many people around them. They're making an announcement to get them back. This is one of the few times you'll ever see the teams lined up on the same side of the football field, Bill. They're both over on the side right under us.
Yes, it is. I think it might be wise that most of the time they don't line them up on the same side of the field.
Well, if they lined up on the other side, the fans couldn't see because the stands are right on the ground.
Yeah,
here we go.
true.
Big down here. 3rd down and 14 for the first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw is Sadler, getting that protection. He looks, he lets it go. But Corbin player is being held up.
He sure was.
Yeah,
and, they caught
Steely.
it.
Yeah.
They caught it. Number 10 for Wayne County had a pretty good grip on Steely. There was no way for him to get to the football.
Yeah, Jimmy John Owens just grabbed him, and Steely could not get downfield to get that ball. It's very obvious that he was held up in pursuit of that football. Now, Luke let it go. He aired it out that time, and that pass went all the way down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, well, Luke can throw that football.
This should be a first down because we would get 15 yards out of a penalty, and that's what it's going to be. And we needed 14 for the first down. So the 2nd straight time that we've had a penalty to keep a drive alive.
And that seems to be about our best offense right at this point.
So the Red Hounds, on a pass that I'm not sure whether he could have caught it or not, but it's very obvious that Dwayne was trying to get to the ball. In pursuit of it, he was held up.
Yeah, he had him back. It was true the ball was well overthrown, but there's no telling where Dwayne might have been if the fellow hadn't been all wrapped up in his jersey.
The 15-yard penalty has put the ball down to the 34-yard line, and that's the 4th first down of this game for Corbin. So again, a penalty. And the Red Hounds are set to go at the Wayne County 34-yard line. Sadler has Foley, Stevens, and Steely in the backfield. He calls the play, and the flag goes down. Somebody encroachment.
52 was lined up across the ball.
Well, that's the Wayne County player. Number 52 he's speaking of is Chuck Reynolds, a 210-pound senior. Bill, this team's a lot bigger than Corbin. Notice the weights that I've mentioned so far, 215, 210.
Oh yeah, they're a big ball club, and you know they've got a lot of big kids on the sideline over here. It's really outstanding for a county school to be able to get the number of kids they have out for football, and it's not a big school.
Another penalty against Wayne County. 5-yarder has put the ball down to the 29-yard line, where Corbin will have it first down and 5. Now Sadler again with the same setup in the backfield, goes under. Sadler gives Stevens. He looked, didn't see the hole. He uses his power to get about 4 yards. Really, nothing was there, and he waited to see which direction he could go, went off to the left and got 4.
Yeah, Toby is a very determined runner, and I think that particularly in tonight's game, we may be in a lot of trouble if we didn't have him in there. His strength means a great deal when you're going up against the big kids like we are now.
He's out of the lineup right now, and Mel Chandler is in at that tailback position. Now, Mel is Corbin's leading ball carrier this year with 262 yards. He has not carried thus far tonight. However, here he goes. Here's Chandler getting 5. He gets 8 yards straight up the middle, and the Red Hounds get another first down.
You know, they opened up a nice little hole, but it seems like Mel Chandler can find that hole probably as good as anybody that we've got. He just seems to have a nose for finding it, and once he finds it, he gets through it real quick, and he's doing a real good job carrying the ball for us this season.
He took it 7 yards to the 18-yard line. That is Corbin's 5th first down of this drive. Double wideouts to the left side, and Barnett and Steely. Right is Reeves, as the handoff is given to Stevens, he breaks the tackle, breaks another, gets across the 5. I believe he fumbled the football, and Wayne County has recovered at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah. Well, he was really giving out the effort that time. That's something you can't fault Toby for. He really gave the effort, and that extra effort may have caused him to turn the ball loose.
He was hit at about the 5-yard line, and then he coughed up the football. Wayne County comes on top of it. Let's see where they spotted Bill. It'll be at the 1-yard line. So he got down to the 1-yard line, a run of 17 yards, but Wayne County gets it on that fumble. Redhounds were able to take it from their 7 down to the Wayne County 1 with the help of a couple of big penalties now. Wayne County ready to go.
We need to hold them in the hole here.
Cause a miscue here if we can, as Mark Weaver, the quarterback, brings them out. He has his end split to the left side. The officials still holding up play. Let's see why.
I think they're trying to get a football into the game. They've had all kinds of difficulty with footballs now.
They play better with them, really do. However, we wouldn't have fumbled if we didn't have a football that last play. Think of that.
The official is really, I mean, he's really pleading with the boys, and I think he's finally talked them out of one. They had 3. Yeah.
Okay. So we're ready to go as Wayne County has the football. The first play that they had tonight, they ran 32 yards on the strength of the big fullback, Jim Daniels. Now they have it back their 1-yard line. Weaver comes under. Daniels behind him at fullback, and then Blanchard behind him at tailback. But they still can't get the play underway. What's going on?
This is shaping up more and more like a baseball game.
Deteriorates more. It may be a golf match.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to go. Officials are talking to the sheriff. He doesn't have a football. I don't understand why we're having such difficulty out there. They come out and they back up again. They gave them a Nerf football. That's the problem.
They really have time with this.
Now they come out of that huddle again. 3rd time's charm. Let's see what happens. Well, Thompson's still wide out to the left side, as Weaver will go back to, he's running with the football. A flag goes down.
The big fullback, Don, I believe.
I can't tell. I'm looking through. What is this right here I'm looking through?
I don't know, but I don't want on it.
That's how we got up here. Scaffolding. I'm trying to see through the scaffolding. I don't know. This is the way we call ball games, fans. We stand on top of press boxes and look through scaffolding. Did I get any sympathy out of that? A flag is down. I did see that.
I don't know what they call, but
nevertheless, Daniels, as you said, got up to the 4-yard line to pick up a 3.
I didn't know they had a penalty that was a loss of down, did you?
I didn't know. All right, I don't know what's happening. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the opening quarter. There's no score. Again, Weaver has them out of the huddle now. And he'll give it to the fullback again. Yes, that's Daniels up to the 10-yard line. And close for a first down. Big Daniels going to be tough to bring down.
He's a big, strong kid. If he was at Corbin, he'd make us fine tackle.
215-pounder. Okay. He's out to the 10. 3rd down, a yard to go. Okay, I think they're playing decoy with Daniels. They're going to give us Blanchard here in a moment. Wait and see.
Just any minute.
Here's the 3rd and 1 play. And this is the quarterback giving to Blanchard a fumble, and Corbin has it.
All right.
They never got the clean handoff that time. Trying to see who got it. I think it was Botner. I'm not sure.
I believe it was, Jody. I'm not real sure.
Nevertheless, Corbin gets it back at the 12-yard line. So each team has fumbled the ball. And Corbin has a chance to recover what got away from him just a moment ago on the fumble. They have it at the 12-yard line of Wayne County. 1st down and 10. Neither team has scored. 1:47 to go in the opening quarter. Now Stevens, Chandler, and Steely in the backfield behind Sadler. It's going to be Stevens. Stevens comes to the line of scrimmage, goes right. He breaks the tackle. He's down to the 5, and his power gets him down for about 7 yards.
Good determined run by Toby Stevens again, and Toby he was jammed up, and he kind of worked his way to the outside, and I thought he might get in with it, but he made a real good run with it.
So Toby Stevens has taken the ball inside the 5-yard line. They've spotted it at the 4, give him 8 yards. And Corbin will have it now 2nd down and 2 for the first down and 4 for the touchdown. 2nd down at the 4-yard line for the Red Hounds. Sadler under. Sadler gives to Foley, and Foley gets maybe 2 yards as Greg Foley is carried for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Greg gets down on that goal line. He's got a nose for the goal, and he went over Norman Mims that time. Had a pretty good block, but he wasn't able to move him on in.
Just 1 yard to the 3-yard line. Chandler back into the lineup replacing Foley now. It'll be 3rd down, a yard for the first down for Corbin there at the 3. Clock runs with 37 seconds here in the opening period of this game. Chandler, Steely, and Stevens behind Sadler this time with the backfield straight away at the 3-yard line. Oh, the count that time got Wayne County jumping off sides, and so we're going to be the recipient of half the distance, which would give us a first down.
Oh, I think it will.
It will be close
Very
as far as the first down is concerned, because
Did you
get
notice
only half
the guy in the middle of the Wayne County line?
let me give you his weight.
I'd suggest we run someplace else, wouldn't you?
If we move him out of the way. Oh boy, Wally Guffey, 6 foot, 360 pounds.
I would have thought it was more.
360 pounds, fans. He's right in front of who? Metzger going to move him out of the way?
I'm sure that this is one of the times that Brian sure wishes that Lynn Reeves was here this year.
360 pounds. Okay, they're stretching the chain to see whether or not it's a first down. It is on that half the distance to the goal line penalty. So we're going to call the ball at the 1-yard line, and for Corbin, that is their 6th first down of this game.
Don, one of the coaches, Wayne County coaches, just punched me in the back, and he said, actually, it's around 4:05.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, he's the biggest players we've seen this year. Ready to go. Let's see if they could try to go over him this time. From the 1-yard line, 1st and goal to goal. Sadler, he'll give it to Stevens. He runs to the left and scores the touchdown. They didn't go over Guffey.
No, and I don't think they will go over Guffey, but they opened up a nice hole where they did go, and that was with Mims and Corey Reeves over on this end. And they did a real good job opening the hole up. And, of course, if you open it for Toby Stevens, you're going to get a touchdown in that position.
Well, 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Toby Stevens has taken it in for the score. Corbin goes on top by 6-0. Now the try for the point after touchdown will be attempted by Metzger. He's having to get that shoe laced up. Of course, you always fight the clock that in high school, getting that thing up. Kelly Ferris will be holding as the placement down. The kick is up, and the kick, it is good.
Yeah. Good job for Brian Metzger once again, and I like to point out what a good job that Kelly Ferris does holding for him. I think it gives confidence to Brian.
Here in the first period of this game, Stevens has carried the ball 9 times for 59 yards. 55 for Corbin. Will be teeing the ball at the 40-yard line to kick it off. Now, Blanchard is one of the deep men. The other is James Sloan. Blanchard wears jersey number 42. Corbin on top, 7-0. Metzger waiting for the signal now from the official. He says, go ahead and kick. And here's Metzger's kick. He's going to take it straight down the middle of the field where Sloan is backing up at the 5-yard line and takes it. At the 10, he hands it off. Coming wide to the right, the player number 33 is hit at the 25, and down he goes. That is Sean Thompson. Good idea, just didn't work.
Yeah, that was a good coaching move by Wayne County, but Mervo Grigsby stayed at home, and he was right there waiting on him when he got there. A well-disciplined job by our Corbin coaching staff by having players that are wise enough to do like he did and stay at home.
Well, that's the end of the first period of this game here from Wayne County High. And after 1 quarter of play, the score is Corbin 7, Wayne County nothing. Wayne County with the ball at their 25-yard line. Handoff given to Blanchard. Blanchard will crack for a couple of yards, and that's all. Blanchard gets 2 as we start our second period of play from the 25 to the 27-yard line. And The Cardinals will have it second down and 8.
Shannon Sam's in there, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe they got him playing linebacker, and he was right in on the tackle that time and waiting for the fellow as he came through the hole.
Shannon, jersey number 25 out there. Right, he's playing middle linebacker right now. Wayne County will have it second and 8 from their 27-yard line. Weaver gives it to Daniels, who's been the most productive for them tonight. He'll get it to the 30-yard line, and that's it.
All right, looks like another good job for Brian. Who was it on that? Was that 85 in there that made it Barnett?
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah. Tony Mitchell running off the field. He's done a good job for us this year.
He's number 76, right?
Yeah, he's spelling Brian Metzger a lot on defense, and that helps a great deal.
Third down and 5 for Wayne County now. So the Cardinals, who've had one outburst in this game, are trying to do something here. Wide out to the right side is Thompson again. As the handoff is given to Blanchard. Blanchard looking for running room. He's hit. He spins off. Did a good job and made it to the 38-yard line. Blanchard showed some ability right there.
I hate to say this, Don, but I'm afraid that sometime during the night that Blanchard is going to break a long one on us. He just doesn't quit moving those legs, and he's a tough kid. He put a good lick on Luke Sadler that time and actually fell over Luke.
He picked up 9 yards up to the 39-yard line, and so that's the second first down of the game for Wayne County. First and 10 at their own 39. They bring a wide out to the left side in Kendrick, and we'll give it to Daniel. Daniel trying to find something in the middle. It's not there for him. He got a yard just over the 40-yard line.
Yeah, we have several players in on the tackle there. Shannon Sams, Marty Robinson, Corey Reeves, and I think Ronnie Bachman got a hold of him first and kind of jerked him down to the jersey.
Bachman wears jersey number 69, a 5'11", 200-pound senior. Marty Robinson is number 78, a 5'7", 186-pound junior. Wayne County will have it second down and 9 for the first down. Here comes Thompson to the left side as Weaver will hand it off to Blanchard, and Blanchard this time moves it straight ahead to the 44-yard line.
Another good job by Ronnie Brockman. I believe the hole was kind of stacked up by Marty Robinson, but here comes Brockman from the offside and makes a really good tackle there and stop what could have been a good game.
Blanchard got 4. It's third down and 5 now for Wayne County. Corbin leading 7-0 here in the second period of this game. 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Wayne County sends Thompson wide left. Third down, 5 play. Daniels and Blanchard in the backfield as Weaver's back to throw. He lets it go as long as he can. It's going to be intercepted at the 20-yard line for Corbin by Luke Sadler.
No, Kelly Ferris.
Oh, Kelly Ferris, pardon me.
Kelly Ferris.
I saw the 7. It's Kelly.
Kelly, I'll tell you, Kelly it may be our best man in the secondary, and we're really lucky to have him back. He's going to mean so much to this football team, but that was just a great job of coverage. He was covered by 2 or 3 people, and Kelly zeroed in on the ball.
Kelly Ferris has intercepted as Corbin will get the football at their own 18-yard line now. 9:11 to go here in the first half. The Red Hounds lead it 7-0.
Now's the time for a good march, Don.
They've had one big drive in the game, but it ended up in a fumble down at the 1-yard line. As the handoff will be given to Chandler. Chandler tries over the left side and gets across the 20 to about the 23. Was it Stevens? No, it was Chandler.
That was Chandler. Yes, he didn't have a whole lot of running room there, but he got through and got a little bit of yardage out of it.
Let's give him 3 yards on that carry to about the 22-yard line. Corbin will have it second down and 7 from there. Foley in to replace Chandler at the fullback position now. Handoff given to Stevens. He's across the 25 up to the 31-yard line where he's taken down. So Toby Stevens found a good opening to the right side.
Toby has really come out to play. I think that performance by Mervo Grigsby a couple of weeks ago really put inspiration into Toby.
Stevens playing well tonight has taken it to the 31-yard line, which is a Corbin first down on that run of 9 yards. For the Red Hounds, that is first down number 7. So again, as has been the case all year long, Corbin is playing ball control. On the first down play up the middle, here's Chandler as Chandler has taken it to the 35 and picks up 4. The hole opened quickly. Chandler hit it quickly and got 4 yards.
Sure did. That was John Barnett in the middle there along with their center Metzger that opened up a nice hole.
at the 35. It'll be second down, 6 for the Hounds now. Stevens, Foley, and Steele in the backfield behind Sadler. As Sadler is under, Sadler will give it to Stevens behind the blocking of Foley off that right side. He comes across the 40 to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at about the 46 or 47-yard line.
You know, they're really, on this end over here, they're really opening up some holes as he's coming around through there. Brian Hinkle's doing a good job. Corey Reeves is doing a good job. And, of course, Toby's running the ball with authority. He is really coming through there.
Those two lead blockers out of that backfield, Steele and Foley, really made the opening big that time for him.
They blocked real well, too.
Another Corbin first down. That's their 8th of the game up to the 40, let's call it the 46-yard line. A run of 11 yards by Stevens. Now it's Chandler. Chandler finds they're going rough this time, tries to come up the middle, and gets a couple of yards at most to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it's getting a little rough in there, a little bit nasty right now.
Grigsby comes into the lineup. He's number 30. He'll be in the backfield now, replacing Chandler. Corbin leads 7-0, 7:14 to go. We're in the first half. Tough football game going on here. Wayne County, no pushover whatsoever. Now at the 48-yard line. Here's the second down play. Handoff given to Grigsby. He has good running room off that right side as Grigsby comes across midfield and has taken it down to the 45 of Wayne County.
And Dwayne Steele and Greg Foley really laid some good blocks on that play. They really opened it up well.
That's a run of about 7 yards, which will leave Corbin just shy of a first down. They'll have it 3rd and 2, just shy of the Wayne County 45. So third down, a couple of yards to go for the first down. This game really moving on. We've had hardly a break in it. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's the third down play out of the eye, and on the tailback end of it is Grigsby. A handoff given to Grigsby. Straight ahead, Grigsby will not make it. He gets to the 45 and push back.
That may have been where the hole was supposed to be, Don, but the hole was to the right.
Yep.
And we had a little running room, but Mervo went where he is, I'm sure, told to go, and it just wasn't very much there for him.
Well, we're getting to the kicking situation again. We've had it twice tonight. Of course, we were saved one time by way of penalty, so really only one punt officially in the ball game for Corbin. They have it 4th down and 2, and in punt formation will be Brian Metzger. He's standing back at his own 42-yard line. Wayne County has James Sloan deep. He's back inside his own 20. The snap back, and here's Metzger with the kick out of there. It's a low kick that Sloan will call for the fair catch and takes it at his 11-yard line. As we have a timeout here, 5:32 to go in the first half. The score, Corbin 7, Wayne County nothing.
Could you say it, Sammy, too?
So territory out about the 11-yard line.
Wayne County from their own 11-yard line. This is Blanchard running hard off tackles, and he is going to be taken down at the 16-yard line, finally by Sadler and Reeves. But again, Bill, we saw some good running out of Blanchard.
Blanchard is a real sharp-looking running back. I didn't really know what to expect. You don't know what kind of competition that they've played earlier in the season, but he is a tough, hard-running back.
His forward progress was to the 16-yard line. He ran out of a tackle at about the 12. So he got 5 yards on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the first down. Blanchard now has 22 yards on 6 carries. As they'll try Daniel this time, and a flag goes down as Daniel brings it up to about the 18. Let's see what the penalty marker will be all about now.
Well, we could have holding, Don. I'm not real sure that they didn't tackle our defensive player.
Well, that's the indication from Toby Stevens, at least. The penalty marker was dropped, which the penalty will be going against Wayne County. So that will nullify that run of 4 yards by Daniels and could cost them a 10-yard penalty. The line of scrimmage was the 16. So that'd push them back deep in their own territory. 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the first half. Corbin leads by 7-0. It's been a tough football game, though, about as tough as we've had this year.
They're a hard-nosed group of kids. They came over here with the intentions of winning. They weren't wanting to look good. They wanted to win.
The penalty stepped off from the 20, the point of the foul, apparently. The 10-yard penalty has moved it back to the 10-yard line. Wayne County there will have it 2nd down and 12 for the first down. Thompson goes wide out to the right side. They're out of the eye. Weaver, the quarterback, is under. As Weaver is back to throw, throws it up over the middle, lobs the pass up in the air. Oh, just out of the hands of the intended receiver. James Lunsford, and Lunsford might have had 6 points out of that one.
I don't know how fast James Lunsford is, but he was about 2 steps behind Luke Sadler, and he would have been gone if he could run.
Just off his fingertips. That will mean that Wayne County now will have it at their 10. They gambled a little bit there, showed a little savvy. They had it 2nd down and 12. Now it's 3rd and 12 from their 10.
I'm impressed with their coaching. I think they're a well-prepared bunch, and they don't make very many mistakes.
Big play for them right now from the 10. Here's the pitch back to Blanchard. Blanchard looking for the running room, but he's not going to find it because Jeff Barnett is right there to shoulder. Penalty markers are everywhere.
Face mask, I believe. It will be.
Blanchard would have gained about 4 yards to the 14, but a face mask penalty probably is in the offing here.
Yeah, Don, I think that they've got one there. I know Coach Adams was wanting to know how many yards, how far it was for a first down, but it's not going to be anywhere for a first down because they're going to be penalized for one, I believe.
Well, Foley is called for that, but...
Well, sometimes in the heat of battle and you're grabbing for whatever you can grab a hold of, it just happens to be there.
He's grabbing at that player, and all of a sudden you come up with a piece of that, so that's unfortunate. But it does mean a first down for Wayne County up to the 29-yard line. For Wayne County, that is their 3rd first down of this ball game. 4.5 minutes here in the first half. Corbin leads at 7-0. The Cardinals will show us an end split to the right side, and the halfback is in the slot. On the 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Here's Weaver. He's back. He gives to Blanchard. Blanchard at the 30, 33, 34-yard line as Blanchard gets about 5 yards.
And we've got Shannon Sams right in on him and Dwayne Steely right in on him, and there's someone else there on the bottom. Let's see who we can pick that up. That's Barnett. Jeff Barnett.
Barnett wears jersey number 85. Sam's number 25 and Steely number 40. Well, he put the ball forward 5 yards to the 34. 2nd and 5 for Wayne County. Again, the double wide out to the right side. Weaver on the option. Weaver pitches back. Here's Blanchard looking for the corner. Didn't get it. Will lose, perhaps. The tackle made back there quickly by
I believe that's Greg
Sams or Foley.
Foley, I believe. He really came up strong from his corner position over there and made a real good knockdown. I'm afraid he might have hurt himself some there.
Yeah, might. Looks a little bit shaken on that play, but he cost him a yard. A yard lost to the 33. It'll be 3rd down, just over 5 yards to go now for Wayne County with 3:07 remaining here in the first half. Again, they send Sean Thompson to the right side. Both ends are in tight. Weaver back to throw over the middle. He looks. He's got his man Thompson as he catches the ball up at the 48-yard line and a Wayne County first down.
Well, the kid ran an awfully good pattern. Kelly Ferris was right behind him. The quarterback threw it right in there, and there just wasn't anything we could do about it. It was a real run pattern.
They'll spot the ball at the 47. That's the 4th first down of this game for Wayne County. A 14-yard pass play with 2 minutes and 48 seconds here in the first half. Double wide out to the right side this time. Turner is over there along with Sloan as they'll give it. Oh! Blanchard that time felt number 40 up high and Stevens down low.
Stevens and Steely, and I mean they put a lick on him. He may not want that ball for a few minutes.
No gain at the 47-yard line. I doubt that Blanchard has met this kind of opposition thus far this year.
I doubt if he's met that kind that he just met.
Again, that double wide out to the right side, but this time Thompson goes out there with Turner. On the 2nd down play, Weaver back to throw. He'll air it out way downfield. Thompson's got it. And he takes it, goes down at the 7-yard line of Corbin. Looked like he had forever.
The quarterback had a lot of time. The man went down the middle of the field, and I don't know whose responsibility it was, but he just looked like he was wide open.
He looked up over his shoulder, and it seemed like that ball kept climbing and going until it finally fell into his arms. He took it and has it down at the Corbin 7-yard line, a 40-yard pass play. Wayne County's 5th first down. They're threatening now with a minute 58 to go here in the first half. So Wayne County at the Corbin 7, first down and goal to go. Weaver, he rolls to the right side. He keeps the ball, and down he'll go. Corey Reeves grabs him. Really, he didn't go down, but he kept him from going anywhere. Maybe got a yard at the most.
Reeves and Sams, and I believe if they're going to get it into the end zone, Don, I think they're going to have to throw it. I don't believe that they're going to run the ball into the end zone from there.
Well, they've teamed up for that 40-yard pass play. It was a beauty for Wayne County. They're threatening now. 1:25 in the first half. The ball still at the Corbin 7-yard line. It's second down and goal to go. Thompson to the right side with Turner. In the backfield is Daniels and Blanchard behind Weaver, the quarterback. From the 7, ball in the center of the field. Weaver throws to the right side. He pitches back to Blanchard. Blanchard hopping over people. Did not get in, but how about that for some razzle-dazzle football?
Really was a well-conceived play. That's what the pros call the hook and ladder. They throw it out to someone and let them pitch it back to the back, coming back around, and you can't pitch it to many better backs in high school than what this Blanchard is. He really gave an effort, but he did not get in.
He got down to the 1-yard line. 1:03 to go in the first half now. Wayne County will call timeout. So, Wayne County threatening to score. We have a timeout with the score. Corbin 7, Wayne County nothing. It's a quarterback sneak. Just getting in for Wayne County was the quarterback Weaver. And Wayne County now was within a point of tying this game. Weaver takes it in on a quarterback sneak. He came right over center. And that touchdown coming with 1:01 to go here in the first half of this game.
Don, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they went for 2 points. What have they got to lose? How many times did they get in a position to possibly beat Corbin with a 2-point conversion? And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that's what they do at this point.
Such a big game here. This is a district game. It's more than just a regular season game. Wayne County can be king of the hill if they should win here tonight.
They're going for 2.
They're going for 2. So this can either stop momentum or add to it. Let's see what happens here. They're going for the 2 points after touchdown. Wayne County has Thompson wide to the left side, Daniels and Blanchard behind Weaver. This is from the 3-yard line. Here we go. Weaver rolling to his right. Weaver keeping the ball, and down he goes. And so if you're a Wayne County fan, you say that's a bad decision.
Well, I don't know, Don. You know, they've had some really down years, and they couldn't. There's a long ways to go in this football game.
Of course, we don't know the ability of their kicker either. So
well, that's true, and they have an opportunity to take a lead over a district team in the second quarter. I think it was not a bad move for them.
Wayne County will be kicking off to Corbin. This is Don Estep with Bill Crook, Dale Johnson, and Fred Hall. Tonight from Wayne County High. So now Daniels to kick the football off. Let's see if he'll try to go deep with it. Deep for Corbin right now is Mel Chandler. Corbin leads by 7-6. Only 1:02 to go in the first half. Here it is, a high kick that Chandler will field at the 12 to the 15-20. Chandler up that side to the 25-30, 35-yard line. 55 seconds now. Let's see what Corbin will do with it in the 55 seconds that remain here in the first half.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Adams decides to open it up and go for another score, or if he wants to go back in the dressing room and regroup with the lead.
At the 35-yard line is where Corbin will have the football. Clock is running now after the placement of the ball. We're down to 50 seconds to go in the first half. Redhounds leading by 7-6. They'll have Steely wide to the left side. Luke Sadler, the quarterback. 40 seconds now. Corbin in no hurry. Sadler back to throw. Sadler looking. He has time. He'll air it out now. Looking for Steely. It will be intercepted. Taken by Thompson at the 40. 45 midfield. Thompson at the Corbin 40. And he falls down at the 40-yard line.
And am I ever glad that he fell down, because he was cutting back against the grain. He had the entire Corbin team on the other sideline. They had their block and set. He would have been gone.
24 seconds to go. Now Corbin has to guard against Wayne County getting deep enough to try for field goal or a go-ahead touchdown.
And you know, number 33 is the man that caught the big pass on the last offensive series for Wayne County. Seems to be an excellent athlete.
Oh, he had Steely covered. There was no way that Dwayne could have picked that football up because he was covered completely by Thompson.
Maybe Sadler should have thrown the ball to him. I believe he ran the best route.
So Corbin tries to add 2 and instead get burned as Wayne County picks it off. But now 24 seconds to go as we have a timeout here in the first half. Both teams want to talk it over. Corbin leads 7-6.
These two freshman ends for a few years down the road.
At the Corbin 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for Wayne County. Weaver back to throw. He throws, maybe intercepted. No. Steely goes up one-handed. Look at that alley down this side if he comes up with that one, but couldn't get to it.
The sad thing was, Don, that if the ball had gotten over Steely's head, you can look at the alley the other way.
That's true. Okay. He knocks it down, nevertheless. The ball still at the Corbin 40-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Wayne County. Corbin trying to hang on here in the first half. They lead it by 7-6. Wide out to the right side as Weaver's back to throw again. Weaver throws it, and it is caught by Thompson at the 30-yard line. 13 seconds to go. They'll spot that football, and then they'll wind the clock back up.
Well, that was Greg Foley, I believe, over on the coverage over there, and he made a good tackle.
Well, at 33, Thompson, a freshman, has done it again. He's caught a 10-yard pass. Now the clock with 13 seconds is going to start, I would think. No, it's not. We're on the other field. Back to throw is Weaver. He'll air it out. Could be intercepted. Yes, Ferris. Ferris has the ball, and he'll get it at the 4, and that'll run out the first half.
I don't know who the quarterback was throwing it to that time. It looked like Ferris was the only person in the area.
That was the Bell County lob. That's what that was. And so that's it, huh? The end of the first half. At the end of the first half here tonight from Bell County High, the score, from Wayne County. I was thinking of that Bell County game where they lobbed it all night.
Yeah.
Here tonight, it's Corbin 6 and Corbin 7, Wayne County 6. Let's start this all over, and we'll try again. Corbin 7, Wayne County 6. We'll be back with second half activity right after these words. Brian Metzger has teed the ball at the 40-yard line as we're ready for the second half of our game to get underway. Sloan and Blanchard deep for Wayne County. Corbin on top, 7-6. Here we go in this district football game from Wayne County High. Metzger approaching the football, and the kick is deep. However, Blanchard will take it at the 5. 10-15, has a lot of speed straight up the middle, but Ronnie Brockman hits him head on, and near the 30-yard line will take him down.
Blanchard does not have a shy bone in his body. I mean, when he turns it upfield, he turns it on. He is quite a runner. Tough, hard-nosed.
Wayne County takes over to start the second half just inside their own 30-yard line. So they burn us with a pass in the waning minutes of the first half of the football game. We'll see what they'll do to start this second half. Mark Weaver, a 5'11", 165-pound junior, is their quarterback. He has Daniels at fullback. Daniels, number 44, 6', 215-pound senior, and Blanchard behind him in the I. As Daniels will get it, the same play as they hit it with Swift to start the game across the 40 to the 47-yard line. So Daniels does it again.
Well, I know Daniels is doing it, we're doing it. I don't know what it is that first play that they're opening up right up the gut. If they're suckering us with Blanchard and coming back through the middle with Daniels or what it is, they sure are finding a vulnerable spot in our lineup there.
6th first down of the game for Wayne County, a 17-yard run for Daniels. 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for Wayne County. Daniels again across midfield. Daniels down to the Corbin 45-yard line.
Well, he's a tough big man, and he's going to create some real problems if somebody doesn't stick him real good and get his attention.
So Daniels has just picked up 8 more yards, and Wayne County has its 2nd and 2. The Redhounds trying to shore it up here. They'll bring Metzger into the middle of the line to join Barnett, Robinson, and Brockman along that front wall. Wayne County 2nd and 2. Thompson comes wide to the right out of his halfback position. Weaver out under center now. Here's Weaver giving it off to Blanchard. He has the first down and more at the 40 to 35.
He's gone.
He is just taken down by the jersey by Sadler, keeping him from going all the way at the 25-yard line.
That was a touchdown-saving tackle there. Blanchard comes up limping, but I believe he's going to be all right.
Well, they're just shredding through us right now, Bill. The Cardinals see an upset here tonight the way they're playing. Down to the 25. Give him 20 yards on that play, and the Cardinals have their 7th first down of the game.
We're looking just a little bit complacent.
Here from the 25 of Corbin, 1st and 10. It's going to be Daniels up the middle as Daniels gets about 4 more to the 21-yard line.
On the handoff, number 44, Daniels.
Again, Daniels weighs 215 pounds. Blanchard weighs 185. They will spot it at the 22, so give him just 3 yards on that carry and make it 2nd down and 7 for the first down. Thompson to the left. Weaver under center. Daniels and Blanchard behind him. No, that's another player, Thompson, in there, and he hits across the 25 to about the 22. Pardon me, across the 20 to about the 18.
Number 20, that was James Sloan. Yeah. What year is he? Sophomore. Not a very big kid, but did you notice how quick he hit the hole?
Yeah, he was out there in that tailback position replacing Blanchard, and he picks up 4 yards to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a couple of yards to go now for Wayne County. They're at the Corbin 18-yard line. Really, the line to gain is the 15, so call it 3rd and 3. Sloan remains in at the tailback position. It's Weaver rolling to the right side. The quarterback will keep. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He gets the first down before spinning down at the 10-yard line.
Looks like we got John Barnett and Luke Sadler on the stop, Don.
8 yards on the run by Weaver. The 8th first down of the game for Wayne County, and they're threatening to take the lead. We're in the 3rd period. Corbin on top 7-6. So they really could get a first down. Basically, 1st and goal to go from the 10-yard line. Wayne County remains with James Sloan at that tailback position. It will be Sloan getting the carry, and Sloan gets a yard to the 9.
Don, we're in a war right now.
Yep. This is the biggest test the Red Hounds have had this year. Their opener, they lost to Belfry, but pretty much in command in that game. Belfry got 2 long runs. Here, Wayne County is just taking it to them tonight. 2nd down from the 9-yard line. Sloan Daniels behind Weaver. It'll be Daniels. He's at the 5. He drags for a touchdown, I believe.
He's a little short. He's a little short.
He got it to about the 1. I saw him put the ball across the goal line, but apparently his knee had touched at the 1. Well, he may have a first down, Bill, because remember, the ball was just shy of the 10. And so they're just inches away from the goal line.
They have certainly got our attention.
Yep. They have moved without too much difficulty in this drive. They have taken, in 8 plays, they've gone 70 yards.
You know, Don, this football team I'm watching them, they look like a group of kids that may have grown up together and went through some tough times and developed into a real good organization.
They're in an enviable position. If they get a first down here, they really could be in a position of having 5 downs to go about 14 inches down there.
They just got about 6 inches for the first down. They're that much. No, wait just a minute.
Well, it's 3rd down and a couple inches to go,
yeah.
But they're only 6 or 8 inches away from the goal line.
Yeah.
That's how close it is. 3rd down in inches. Watch out for Daniels. Weaver got it the first time, but he is so big back there, he's been able to move forward every time he's had the football. So here we go. Wayne County looking to take the lead. And Daniels plows in there and scores the touchdown. That comes with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the 3rd period. And Wayne County leads Corbin by 12-7 now. Big Daniels taking it from the fullback position, just slashes over the right side of center. And Wayne County has taken the lead for the first time here tonight. So that is a drive of 9 plays that covers 70 yards, and they did it with ease.
They really did, Don. They were very impressive. They made no mistakes and did exactly what they needed to do.
Blanchard back in there for the try for the points after touchdown. He gets the call. He keeps plowing in. He's in there for 2. He was hit in the backfield, but he didn't go down.
I believe Blanchard really wanted that 2-point conversion. He's a hard running back. We are in for a battle for the rest of the evening.
Wayne County leads as we have a timeout with 8:07 to go in the 3rd period. It's Wayne County 14, Corbin 7. Daniels will be kicking off for Wayne County. Chandler Jackson, and Seeley are deep for Corbin. So Wayne County punches it down from their 30 in 9 plays and score with Daniels, and Blanchard takes the 2 in for the points after touchdown. It's 14-7. Corbin getting the ball for the first time this half, and here's Daniels' kick. It's going to be a short one. Will be taken by Shannon Sams at the 25. He's at the 30. Sams will be taken down and gets the ball to about the 34, 35-yard line, where Corbin will start their second half.
We're going to have to get fired up. We're going to have to start playing some football immediately, or we will be blown off this field.
Right. We're playing the best team we played this year.
I guarantee it is.
The ball is at the 34-yard line where Corbin takes it. Now, let's see what these Hounds are made out of. See if they can come back here. Brian Metzger brings the team out of there. Over the ball at center. Corey Reeves split out to the right side. In the slot is Dwayne Steely. Luke Sadler, the junior quarterback, goes under. Here's Sadler giving to Toby Stevens. He's up the middle at the 40. Stevens is hit as he goes down at about the 44. A good run again by Toby Stevens.
It sure is. That should pick up our spirit just a little bit. We've kind of had our daubers down here for a little while, and I think that's going to help us some.
Just shy of a first down. He got 9.5 yards on that one. We needed that run to start this series. It's a good one. Second down, less than a yard to go for the first down. Grigsby in the slot to the right side, along with Corey Reeves. Now, on the second down play, here's Sadler. He calls, he gives. It's Stevens for the first down. Stevens, with that power running, has taken it across midfield down to the 49 of Wayne County and a Corbin first down.
How many times, Don, over the years have you seen our Red Hound ball clubs get in trouble? And what do? They go back to the basics, run the ball up the middle. And if we can continue to do that, we'll be able to play in this game. But we're going to have to be very determined.
Corbin's 9th first down of the game at the Wayne County 49-yard line. Double wide out to the right side once again for Sadler. And here's Stevens. Here he goes. 45, 40, 35. Here's Stevens, 30. Down to the 26-yard line. Beautiful power run by Toby Stevens.
Super run. Toby's fired up. Toby is ready to play.
Boy, that's the kind of power that we need to start this second half after dropping down to a 14-7 deficit.
You might also mention, Don, that he's getting some pretty big holes gaping in the middle of that line.
Once they got around him, though, he carried him for about 10 yards to the 26-yard line. That's Corbin's 10th first down.
Brian Hinkle.
23-yard run by Toby. Here's the handoff to Grigsby. Grigsby across the 25, 20, down to about the 17. The Hounds come back.
Another good hole. Mel Chandler in there with the block. John Barnett with the block. John Barnett with Hinkle on the other block.
Oh, the fans are alive here now. They're seeing two teams really slug it out, as Corbin now has taken it for an 8-yard move. Let's call it the 17-yard line. It'll be second down and 2. Sadler under. Stevens in the eye. Stevens takes it for the first down across the 15 to the 14. Got about 3 more yards, and Corbin's 11th first down of this game. 5:55 to go, third period.
Real good drive to this point, Don. I'm really proud of the way they fought back.
They fired back, moving the ball from their own 34. Now down to the 14-yard line. It's first and 10 for Corbin. Double wide out again to the right side in Grigsby and Reeves. Sadler under. Here's Sadler. He gives to Stevens. Stevens hit hard after he gets a couple of yards off that right side. Not much of a lead block that time. A hole opened quickly, but then it closed very quickly.
Well, we may have went to the well one time too many on that particular play, but we're going to be all right. They may shut us off some of the time, but I like the way we're moving the ball.
He got 2 yards at the 12. Now it'll be second down and 8. Again, the double wide out goes to the right side. Corbin fighting back here in the third period. Sadler under. Sadler will give to Stevens. Here Stevens goes right to his left across the 10 down to the 5-yard line. A good cutback to get him that extra yard.
Stevens is just having an outstanding football game. He's running really tough. Oh, my goodness, there goes Guffey.
Oh, Guffey. Pardon me. It makes a gully going out there. He weighs 405 pounds.
I don't know if he's got time to get there before the play starts.
This is their goal line stand. It'll be for Corbin. Third down. Well, they're going to measure to see whether or not it's a first down.
That ought to get Guffey there.
Wally Guffey, you told me they took him over here and weighed him where?
At the grain factory. They said he weighed in at 405 pounds.
Now, do you realize that's 2 of Brian Metzger's?
Yeah, I can realize it by looking.
Metzger knows it too. He has to hit him head on. But you know, it could be kind of soft in there. You look at that pillow around there. 405 pounds in front of Brian. He's brought in for this goal line defense as Corbin will have it 3rd down, less than a yard to go. The ball just inside the 5-yard line. Here's the 3rd down play with the backfield straight away for the Red Hounds now. Sadler calls, gives Grigsby. Grigsby, I think, got the necessary yardage for the 1st down, and that's about it.
You know, Merle Grigsby has meant a lot to this football team. He's able to spell Stevens and let him rest for a minute or two, and when Stevens comes back, he's a war horse.
He did get the 1st down to the 4-yard line. That is Corbin's 12th 1st down of the game. Wayne County leading here by 14-7. We're in the 3rd period of this game. Corbin 1st down and goal to go with the ball at the 4-yard line. Chandler, Stevens, and Steely in the backfield behind Sadler. Here's the play on 1st down from the 4. It's going to be Stevens. Stevens lowers the head, can't get in there. Got a couple of yards to about the 2.
You know, I'm watching some of the offensive line play, and it's really tough. I mean, they have not only Guffey, but they got some other big kids in the middle of that line, and it's really tough to move them down on that goal line. Arlie Burke got in and threw an awful good block that time.
Corbin will have it 2nd down and goal to go. As I look at it now, it's more near the 3-yard line than the 2. So Corey Reeves goes to the right, double wide out to the left side. Chandler and Stevens in the backfield behind Sadler. Here's the 2nd down play. It's Stevens. Stevens didn't find much room over that left side again. Couldn't get his wheels turning.
No, the yardage is coming tougher. As the closer they get, the tougher it's getting. And I think it's going to be just which one wants it the most. Do they want to hold us out or do we want in?
Well, it's at the 2-yard line now. And Corbin's going to call timeout to talk about it. 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go. We're in the 3rd period. With timeout, the score, Wayne County 14, Corbin 7. Now ready to go on the 3rd down play. Chandler and Stevens in behind Sadler. Here's the call. It's going to be Stevens, and Stevens is hit head up at the 1-yard line. Well, they tried to use power against power, and Wayne County's Cardinals stopped it.
I tell you this, I certainly hope we get in the end zone, because if we don't, they are going to be fired up.
Yep. It's down to about the 1-yard line. So let's see now. Well, they're worried about a long count. That wouldn't help us any. We're still at about the 1-yard line. This is 4th down. The game turnaround could be right here. Let's see. Here's the handoff. No, it's going to be Sadler around in, and Sadler is in for, or is he? Knocked out of bounds. I couldn't tell from our angle.
It's difficult to see, Don. You couldn't tell whether he got in or not. Evidently, he did not, and we've got major problems.
Sadler has carried the ball for the 1st time tonight. Tried to get around that corner and did not. Was knocked out of bounds just shy of the goal line. It's very, very close.
Well, they've got to come out. That's the good news.
Wayne County leading by 14-7. They're really fired up. The ball just inches away from the Wayne County goal line. Earlier tonight they had it down there and they fumbled the ball.
I can't think of a better time for a second fumble.
All right. They moved it with ease the first time they had it here in the 3rd period. Let's see if we can stop them right here. Weaver will call the play. Weaver back. He'll give it to Daniels, and boy, that big guy just powers it on out across the 5 to the 6.
In the trenches, Don, in the trenches, in the line play, we're having some real difficulty.
We're up against a bigger team here tonight, Bill. They're overpowering us. This is the first time this year that they've been able to kind of move ours off the line, and they're doing it well.
Yeah, they are. They're knocking us off the line, and the big boy is, once we do get a hold of him, he's carrying us for extra yardage, too.
It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the 1st down, as an offsides is going to be called, encroachment against Corbin. That's only the 2nd penalty of the night against Corbin. So that's what Wayne County needed. That gets them out of a hole.
It really does, and more pressure on us. The time-consuming drives that we have, make it even more difficult for us to come from behind. So we need to hold them down there.
Wayne County gets their 9th first down of the game on that penalty against Corbin. They're out to the 11-yard line now, first down and 10. They have a wide out to the right side. Wayne County leading 14-7, 2:07 to go in the third period. So here's Weaver now. He has Blanchard and Daniels in the backfield behind him. From the 11-yard line, he'll give it to Daniels, and that power again, just straight up the middle, gets to about the 15-yard line.
We did a little bit better job that time, though. Metzger held his own in there. Number 76, Tony Mitchell, held his own, and we did a little bit better job that time, even though he did get positive yardage.
Yeah, that's 4 yards, and they continue to use that.
That's better than 15.
That beef up front to push it out of there. Second down and 6 for the first down. Here's Daniels again, and Daniels gets about 3 more, up to near the 18-yard line. So their strategy right now is just let the big guy push it out away from that goal.
And he's doing it.
Well, 1:17. We're in the third period. Wayne County leading by 14-7. This is the second time they've had the ball this half. Corbin pushed it from their 34 down to the 1-inch line, but couldn't score. From the 18-yard line, Wayne County will have it third down and 4, and this is Blanchard. And Blanchard's going to be hit and driven down by Toby Stevens.
Real good defensive play. Big time for it.
That was a big play there because that's going to force a punt.
That's right. And, you know, Toby consistently makes those big plays. He did it last year. He's done it all year this year.
That's a 3-yard loss back to the 15-yard line. So the loss on that play. Now Blanchard has carried the ball how many times, Fred? 14 times for 53 yards. Here we go. They're in punt formation. And the kick is out of there. It's not a very good kick. Jackson's going to watch field. Oh, he grabbed it at the 48. He's at midfield to the 45. He's at the 40, and down he'll go. And a flag down on head mask, face mask penalty.
That's what it looked like. It was an excellent block by Dwayne Steely over here that nearly sprung Brent. Real good block.
We're going to be in great shape because he got it back to about the 40-yard line and going to add 15 yards onto that. So the Red Hounds will be down cooking again at the 25. It took them 2 tries in the first half to get the score. After they drove it down and then fumbled, then they got it back and scored. So we're getting it really its second chance here.
Well, they didn't call a face mask. It was a personal foul, Don, and not a face mask, but a roughing kind of penalty, which I think was deserved on that case, too.
Yeah, they tried to take his head off.
Yeah.
Okay, the 15-yard penalty, nevertheless, will put it down to the 26-yard line, where Corbin will have it first and 10. Only 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Well, you got to make this drive count now, Bill. You get the field position. Down to the 26-yard line. The Red Hounds will send double wide out in Reeves and Seeley to the right side. Sadler with Chandler and Stevens behind him. And here we go. Maybe the last play here of this third period. Sadler under. Sadler will give it to Chandler as Chandler takes it across the 25 to the 22.
Hard lick. Good run by Mel. Hard lick in there for their number 10, Weaver.
And that will be the end of the third period of this game. So we've completed 3 quarters. And after 3, the score is Wayne County 14, Corbin 7.
We need to take advantage of this. We're going to run out of opportunities. We're in the fourth quarter, and if we're going to make a move, we need to do it now.
We'll go with Barnett along with Steely to the left side. Well, Barnett comes back in tight now as we start our fourth period. And Toby Stevens right at the middle, crosses the 20 down to the 19.
Nice gain, and Corbin football right dead up the middle, and excellent blocking. Good effort by Toby.
We're down to where it's going to be third down and 3 for the first down. The ball at the 19-yard line of Wayne County. Just underway here in the fourth period of this game. Corey Reeves comes wide to the right. In the slot is Grigsby. Sadler on the third down play will give to Stevens, and Stevens looking, got the first down. Stevens dragging people as he's crossed the 15 to about the 14-yard line. A tough 5 yards, but it is a Corbin first down.
You know, we've talked a lot about Blanchard tonight and the big board Daniels that they're using in the middle. But Toby Stevens has just had an outstanding night tonight.
He's gained 143 yards in this game on 21 carries, and Blanchard has gained 53 yards on 18 carries. It is a Corbin first down at the 14-yard line for the Red Hounds. That is their 13th first down of the game. The ball right in the center of the field here. And Stevens will get nothing because the play was kind of busted, hit at the line of scrimmage.
There just wasn't anything there for him. It just seemed like it caved in, and I don't know whether they were all on the same sync as far as the play was concerned at that time.
Really a loss to about the 15-yard line. So Corbin trying to punch it right through the center of that Cardinal line here in this game. They've moved it pretty well, but they haven't come up with the big six.
They better try to score from about 15 out if they can. Guffey makes it awful tough inside that 5.
That's true. Here we go. Second down, just a little over 10 yards to go for the first down. As Sadler is running the ball, he finds the opening as he lowers the head and goes to the 10-yard line.
Good determined run by Luke Sadler.
That's only the second time that he's run the football tonight. He's done some good running for us this year, and that's a fine one now to the 10-yard line where a third down play is coming up. It'll be third down, 6 for the first down.
Luke really took on the secondary man that time and put a good lick on him.
Ball just outside the 10-yard line. 9 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game. Wayne County leads Corbin 14-7. All right, Sadler has his backfield straight away on this third down play. Here's Sadler rolling to the left side. Sadler looking, he's keeping the football, and he'll be taken down and fumbles the football. The whistle had sounded, so that will nullify perhaps a recovery attempt by the Cardinals. But he got nothing out there. There was no opening for him. We're down to a fourth down.
Yeah. We had a tough time. I mean, we were very fortunate that we did not lose the football. Very fortunate that we did not lose it.
Let's see. Well, we're down to where this opportunity has to come through, or else this may be the end of opportunities. We got the ball at the 26. We're down to the 13-yard line after that loss. Fourth down and 8.
Look for the freshman, Corey Reeves. He's a big-time receiver in a situation like this.
Well, it's time out here to talk about it. So this is a play that could decide the outcome of the game. Timeout with 9:03 to go. The score, Wayne County 14, Corbin 7. And Stevens set in behind Sadler, who's back to throw. Sadler looking, he throws, he's got his man, and that is Steele, who will be close for a first down. I don't know if it's a first down or not, though, Bill.
Well, Steele seems to think that it is. I don't know. It's very close. First down.
Boy, he just did get it, and spinning around there inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Corbin's 14th first down, and that's the big play thus far of the game for Corbin.
And Steele should be given credit because, you know, he got to the point, he got what he had to have for the first down before he made his cut. And, of course, Luke put the ball right on the money.
Well, that kept it alive now. Let's see if the Red Hounds can take it in from the 4-yard line. First down and goal to go. Sadler under with the backfield straight away as Sadler will give it to Stevens. Stevens looking behind the blocking to the left, running outside in. He has people all over him as he takes it down to about the 1-yard line. Well, that's a determined run again by Toby Stevens.
Mighty close. He got right down to the 1. Well, they got Guffey's group in now, and it's going to be tough to get it in, but we'll just stay with it.
All right, we're down to the 1-yard line, second down and goal. Now, in high school football, you can have overtimes, okay? So here, you don't have to go for a win if you get it in. You can go for the point after for a tie and play for an overtime. Let's see what might develop. The ball, there are 2 balls down there.
That's quite unusual. Usually we haven't had one tonight.
All right, but they throw one of them out. Okay. The official time right now, I think Guffey wants to eat. No. that was cruel.
Mister better stay away from him if he wants to eat.
405 pounds.
Guffey's family may be listening.
Guffey's family may be listening. That's right. Sorry, Mrs. Guffey. All right, we're ready to go. From the 1-yard line, second down and goal for Corbin. Sadler calls. Sadler will give. Chandler up in the air and over for the score.
Good job. Good effort.
Chandler has scored, and Corbin is a point away from tying it up.
And with this much time left in the game, I think that there's no question about it. They should go ahead and kick the extra point. because even if the time runs out and no one scores, we're into a 10-yard game with them, and I believe we're better from 10 yards than they are.
7 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the game. Chandler goes over on the dive from the 1-yard line. Now it's a 14-13 ball game. Ferris will be holding, as Corbin now will have Metzger. He's lacing that shoe, and he'll be attempting the point after touchdown.
We're going to have to get him a
Going
loafer.
for a tie right here. Snap back, the placement down. The kick is up. It's a beauty right between the uprights. Brian Metzger has boomed it through as we have a timeout with the score. Corbin 14, Wayne County 14. Metzger, who just boomed through the tying point after touchdown, will be kicking off now. And deep is James Sloan, number 20, and number 42 is Sam Blanchard. It's a 14-14 ball game with 7 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Here's Metzger and his kick. It's a boomer downfield. Going to be taken at the 5 into the end zone for the automatic touchback. The momentum of the ball drives it into the end zone, although it was touched out there. And in high school, that's an automatic touchback, and that means that Wayne County will have the football at the 20-yard line.
And driving it 80 yards will be no easy task. I think, Don, we better be well aware of the fact that they can throw the football at this point, too.
This will be their third offensive show of this second half. It's been ball control for both teams here in this half of football. So here we go from the 20-yard line. It's Daniels, and Daniels, watch him go. He's wide open. He's in the free at the 40, midfield. Daniels being chased by Ferris. He's going to go 80 yards for the score. One play. Daniels goes 80 yards. So not Blanchard, but Daniels has been the thorn in our side tonight. And he's done that time and time again, but this time his strength pays off. He just slides away from the would-be tacklers and goes 80 yards.
The amazing thing, Don, is his speed. Once he got into the open field, we were not able to run him down.
That was not a round in either, fans. That was right up the middle, and this is the first team this year that's run up the middle on Corbin. Just like that. Wayne County back ahead 20-14. They're going for the 2 points after touchdown. This is questionable. Here's Weaver throwing across, intercepted. That was a questionable call there. Why do you go for 2? They can't kick?
I think they probably can't kick. If you notice, their kickoffs have been real short, and I'd say they got some real problems in the kicking game. That could be the difference.
So we have another timeout here. The score, Wayne County 20, Corbin 14. 20-14, Wayne County, 7:41 to go. Wayne County uses only 16 seconds to take the lead after Corbin had tied it at 14-all.
Don, I'm really impressed with Wayne County's ball club, their coaching staff. This is really a class act over here. They've got a fine football team, and Coach Coffey over here just mentioned a minute ago that the reason they go for 2 points, they're going for the win all the way. They're not playing for second place.
All right, here is Steely at the 12. He's at the 15, the 20 on the run back. 25, made a good move, goes outside in to the left side. He's at the 30, 35, up to the 40, and a flag goes down. Perhaps a penalty against Corbin.
Got a clip.
Good run back by Dwayne, but pretty obvious clip, I believe.
Yeah, clip on the play.
Okay, Wayne County will set Corbin back 15 yards, which will put the ball around the 25-yard line. Let's see where they end up with it. So Corbin has the time, 7 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Now a touchdown ties it. A touchdown and an extra point could win it. So we have the ball, and the opportunity is ours if we can keep a drive alive here.
It's going to be a real interesting 7 minutes.
The ball is going to be put back to the 22-yard line. So the Red Hounds will be 78 yards away from winning a district game. They have a double wide out to the right side in Reeves and Steely. Sadler goes under. As Sadler is backed on the draw, he gives it to Stevens. Stevens trying to shed tacklers. Has brought it forward for about 3 to the 25, and that's it.
It's not going to be easy. They are really fired up.
Oh, they're fired up, and their fans are yelling with delight across the way. The ball at the 24-yard line is where they've spotted it now. That's a pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. And now the officials want a timeout. A Wayne County player seems to have been shaken up on that play.
It's my opinion, Don, that Wayne County is probably one of the best-kept secrets in the state of Kentucky right at this moment.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We haven't played a team with this ability this year. 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Wayne County leads Corbin 20-14. But again, the opportunity is there for the Redhounds now. They have the ball if they can get a drive going here. We've shown that double wide out several times to the right side. Let's see if we go to that. We have Barnett to the left side and Reeves and Steely to the right side on the 2nd down play. It's Sadler rolling to the right. He'll keep the ball and he'll go down after getting a yard to the 25. That play, which has worked pretty well this year against some of the other teams, does nothing here.
I think their defensive set takes it away from us, so I think that's probably why we did not run it too many times in the first half.
Now, big play. 3rd down and 7. The ball at the 25-yard line. So, to keep a drive alive, you have to come up with more than 7 here. Luke Sadler, the junior quarterback, has the double wide out right and a flanker to the left side. Sadler will be back to throw. He has time. Now he's running. Sadler will be taken down. Back at the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield, apparently. And so Sadler couldn't get rid of it.
No, he had sufficient time. He just couldn't find anybody open.
Back at the 20-yard line. So that is devastating there. 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go, and Wayne County smells victory here.
We have to kick. There's no question about that.
Yeah, with their power and the way they're running the ball in 4-down territory, you have to get it out of there and hope you can do something about the football game with your defense. 5:20 to go as Metzger will be in punt formation. Or will he? Yeah. He's standing back there now. And Corbin calls a timeout. So a crucial timeout right here. Stopping the clock with 5:14 to go. With timeout, the score is Wayne County 20, Corbin 14. Specialty player. You have to snap the ball. You have to tackle. You have to kick. And you have to do all these chores. In high school, it makes it rough. So Metzger changing shoes there to punt the football.
Well, I'll tell you something else makes it tough, Don, and that's using the timeout with 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go on 4th down when we're punting the football. That makes it tough for us to have enough time to come back.
You hope they miscue or something here so we can get the ball back. He's standing at his own 8-yard line for the punt. Metzger has plenty of time, just does get it out of there. Nice kick now. Sloan will back up. It'll hit and go over his head across the 30, down to the 25, and rolls dead at the 24-yard line.
Tremendous punt by Brian Metzger.
Metzger.
We need something special.
That was a 56-yard punt, Bill. Now we have to make them turn it over.
We need something special. We need something to happen. And we got to make it happen.
Wayne County gets the ball at their own 24-yard line. 5 minutes and 2 seconds to go in our game. So now the Hounds defense must come alive here and stop this team. Weaver under at quarterback. Weaver will give it to Blanchard. Blanchard hit at the line of scrimmage, and Steely and Reeves will take him down. There will be no gain. So Blanchard has really been held in check tonight. He has not been the damager. It's been Daniels.
Well, I'm sure that our defense has been geared to stop Blanchard, and that's given Daniels a little more room to run. That's not to take anything away from Daniels, because I'll tell you, he's a fine-looking running back. He really broke loose in the open field, and we just couldn't catch him.
4:27 to go. 2nd down and 10 yards from the 25-yard line for Wayne County. They lead by 20-14. Corbin getting a player on late as Sloan will carry it forward across the 30 to the 31.
We've got to stop them better than that.
Well, we had a player on defense back here at the 50-yard line running on when that play was developing. I'm not sure if we have the right number out there.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, we've got 11 out
Got
there
11
now.
out there now. Here's a big play. Third down, a yard to go. And it's going to be Blanchard, and he uses that second effort to get the first down across the 35.
Well, he ran it up in there hard. There was just no way to deny him.
That was some run by Blanchard. He only got a couple of yards, but let me tell you, he made sure he gave it everything he had in running forward.
They say time flies when you're having fun. I'm not having very much fun, but it sure is flying.
That is only the 10th first down of the game for Wayne County, but they lead it by 20-14. Here's Weaver. Gives to Blanchard.
Oh,
a fumble, and Weaver will pick it up, and Weaver's running with it, taken down behind the line. Boy, I'll tell you, Blanchard was hit that time.
He was tagged, and the ball comes free, and that was their opportunity. That was the time for the big play, and we just missed a good opportunity.
Well, the ball bounced right back into the hands of Weaver, the quarterback, so that's how it's bounced here tonight. We're down to 3 minutes and 2 seconds now, the clock running. It's going to be second down and 13 for the first down. The Pigskin back at the 34-yard line. Wayne County on the second down play. They had movement. That'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go. 5-yard penalty against Wayne County. So we need another buster like that a moment ago, and maybe the ball will bounce our direction this time. We're going to have to make a turnover here. Time is against us. And they, with another first down, will run the clock out.
68 yards in penalties.
Wayne County being assessed their 68 yards in penalties here. But it's a very obvious infraction. However, Bill, when they spot that ball, the clock will start again. So they can use more time. No, it doesn't seem fair. So they can use more time in getting to the line of scrimmage. And here they can use another 25 seconds or so. They're not going to, but that's what I would do.
No question about it.
So they could eat up about 40 seconds this way. They started a moment ago with 3 minutes. Well, they only used 27. Here's Blanchard. Blanchard will get a couple of yards to the 31. All right.
Will they put it in the air?
It's going to be third down, about 14 to go for the first down.
Will they put it in the air?
He's at the 32-yard line. 2 minutes and 14 seconds now. Third down and 14 yards to go for Wayne County. So here, if Corbin can stop them, the Redhounds could get the ball back, trailing 20-14.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a draw to either Big Daniels or Blanchard on this play.
They approach the line of scrimmage with less than 2 minutes to go. Weaver on the roll to the right side. Weaver keeps the ball around the corner. Weaver is knocked out of bounds at about the 40, short of the first down.
Big break there. Stops the clock. We got a punting situation. We're going to have about a minute and a half to go.
Well, this perhaps will be our final chance here. 40-yard line is where it is. Wayne County will kick the ball. Corbin will drop back Steele and Jackson. A minute 47 remaining. Wayne County in punt formation back at the 30-yard line. The line of scrimmage to the 40. They're trying to draw us off sides, but a 5-yard penalty wouldn't do them any good. 5-yard penalty will do us some good now because they get a delay of game, and perhaps 5 yards. Everything crucial for us right now. The closer to that goal line, the better off, huh?
One question. Are they going to start the clock after this penalty?
No, they can't. It's a dead ball. So back at the 35-yard line now. All right. Steele almost broke one the last time. Let's see what can happen this time. Fourth down, 12 yards to go. Wayne County in punt formation. The snap back. Corbin comes after him. The kick is out of there. And Jackson will take it. Jackson's at the 40. Jackson running to the right at the 45. And Jackson down at the 46-yard line.
Nice return.
A minute 36 to go. Brent Jackson returns it to the 46, and now Corbin has to play bombs away.
And certainly they will. I'm sure Luke Sadler is going to fill the air with footballs right now.
First and 10 from their own 46-yard line. The official has spotted the ball, and we're ready to go. A minute 35, the clock running now. Here we go.
Fred indicated they've used 2 timeouts already, so I think we just got 1 left.
Double wide out right side, split into the left side. Sadler's back to throw. Sadler looking, and he throws the ball, and it is taken by Corey Reeves, who bumped out of bounds at the 45 of Wayne County after the ball was juggled and almost intercepted. Reeves got it.
Great play by Corey Reeves. He kept his eye on the ball, kept good contact. I'll tell you, this kid's, I'll take him over the other freshman, but he's really done a great job. That was good concentration on his part.
They're trying to use that sideline to play ball control here. He was knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Wayne County. Second down, a yard to go, but a minute 20 is all that remains. Corbin at the Wayne County 45 trying to battle back here.
That was nearly 6 points the other way, Don.
Right. The ball was almost intercepted. However, after it was tipped, Reeves got it. They're trying to get people away from the sideline now. A minute 20 remains. The ball at the 45 of Wayne County.
I noticed, Don, they've got Kelly Ferris flanked out over on the left.
Steely to the right side. Sadler goes under. Here he goes. Back to throw. Sadler looking. He's looking. He throws it across the middle to Chandler. He's got it at the 30. Chandler down to the 24-yard line, 22-yard line. The clock will stop while they set the ball. Chandler catches that ball for a Corbin first down. That is the Red Hounds' 15th first down of the game. It will be at the 22-yard line of Wayne County with a minute 13 to go.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Luke Sadler.
Ferris to the left and Steely to the left. This reminds me of that Belfry game where we tried to come back in the waning seconds. Here's Sadler. He's back to throw. Sadler looks. He'll be chased. Sadler's going to run. He's at the 20. Sadler's at the 15. Sadler's knocked out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Sadler saw the open field to the right side. 55 seconds to go. Another Corbin first down.
Blocker so out there, and he could have taken it in.
Good heads-up play by the Corbin quarterback, Luke Sadler. Hounds trying to fight back. A touchdown ties, an extra point, then would win.
Don't step off this building.
Oh, I forgot. I'm on a roof. I was edging out here. All right, he didn't. Oh, yes, he got the first down at the 12-yard line. That's the 16th of the game for Corbin. Hash mark to the right side of the field. Here's Sadler now on the call. Sadler rolling back to throw. Sadler looking. He throws it across the middle. Bumped up in the air. No good.
Boy, that was
dangerous.
Oh, it was. Threw it into the middle of at least 6 Wayne County players. We didn't have any chance to. The only thing we could do was get it intercepted, and we were just very fortunate to escape.
That'll stop the clock with 50 seconds to go, and Corbin has it now. Second down from the 12-yard line.
We got Ben Hoover into the game now. Excellent pass receiver, Ben Hoover.
So the Red Hounds with 50 seconds to go trying to come back here. Steely will go wide to the left. He is the only wide out here. Hoover is at the tailback position. Sadler goes under. Sadler rolling back. Sadler looking. He's in trouble. He's going to be taken down. Sadler can't get rid of the football. Back at the 22-yard line. 40 seconds. The clock runs. The Hounds will have to get up and go now. Clock runs at 35 seconds. It'll be third down. I think we have one timeout remaining. Let's see. The clock's still running. It's back at the 20-yard line. Third down and a long way to go. 22 seconds. They're still not out of that huddle. 19 seconds. Wide out to the left is Steely. 15 seconds. Here's the third down play. Down to 10 seconds now. Sadler back to throw. Sadler looking. He looks. He'll throw it for Steely. Steely can't get it. 4 seconds to go. One play to go for the ball game.
Well, Don, we ran from 40-something seconds to 11 seconds getting that play off. Are we out of timeouts?
Apparently so, but a lot of time in just getting that play underway, and now we're down to the final play. Wayne County calls timeout. Wow. Well, you got to go 20 yards for a score. You don't have any option. We got down to the same situation up in the opening game against Belfry and threw it to the end zone. It was close, but no, and lost the football game. Here, if we don't go and score, we lose.
They got an awful lot of people back in their secondary. They're really falling back, and last couple passes that Luke's been able to get off have been right in the middle of Wayne County players in every direction. They've done an excellent job of preparation for us. They really are prepared to play.
Well, Sadler on that third down play, on the second down play, didn't have any time. And Wayne County is talking about having the biggest win here on this field in many, many years, maybe ever.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think they've ever had a win this big. But they haven't won yet.
At the 20-yard line, so it's almost between the hash marks out there. Here we go. Wide outs to the left side in Reeves and Steely. Sadler goes under. The final play of this game, perhaps. Sadler rolling back to throw. He's in a hurry. He's being chased. Sadler goes down, and the ball game is over. Wayne County has stunned Corbin.
Great effort. Great effort. Sadler. I'd like to call it an upset, but I'm not sure they don't have the better team.
No, I agree with you. Wayne County perhaps winning their biggest game ever here, and they have taken a commanding position in the district play with this win over Corbin by 20-14, and it was that 80-yard gallop by that big fullback Daniels that really stunned us right after we tied the game at 14-all. That came back, and after that, Corbin gave it a gallant try, but of course, Sadler was under a lot of heat back there. He just couldn't get back in time to set up and throw, and consequently, the Cardinals of Wayne County come through with the win. They go 5-1. They're for real. Corbin goes down to 3-2, and it'll be an uphill battle now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Don. They are for real. They're fine in all areas. Excellent coaching, good skilled players, good line play. They beat us straight up and up. They beat us.
Yep. So that's the way it happened. For those of you that watched here on Southern Cablevision, we invite you to be tuned again next Sunday night. We'll be back with the replay of Corbin Redhound football here on Channel 11, Southern Cablevision. This is Don Eastep with Bill Crook, Dale Johnson, and Fred Hall. Thank you for joining us for the telecast here tonight.